indicated PDS criteria. So we may see an upgrade of this warning before we even see a debris signature confirmed. So that's one thing. And then, oh, I forgot what the other one was, but that was probably the most important information. I'll try to think of what I was going to say there.
All right, thank you, Andy. We've got a really incredible looking velocity couplet here, right past Hickory, right to the east of Dilberg, and it's moving up towards Noland, Bostic, and Gordo. The town of Gordo is in an incredibly dangerous situation if this, holds together. We've seen some tornadoes last a long time today. We've seen some storms dissipate quickly. We're going to hope that this dissipates quickly, but we can't count on that.
A new tornado
but this is a big one.
has
This
been
is likely
issued.
going to produce a huge tornado here, and it's coming up towards Gordo. Please take shelter now if you haven't already. There's a new tornado warning. Dissipate quickly now in Mississippi. This is going to be for Meridian and Marion. So this is our continuation of the once PDS tornado warning. This is now a radar confirmed tornado warning, where we do have what looks to me like a continuing tornadic circulation there, and that's coming up. It's getting ready to cross over Highway 145 near Pleasant Hill, and then it's going to go up towards Toomsuba. So if you live in Meridian, Marion, or Toomsuba, anywhere in Clark, Kemper, or Lauderdale counties in Mississippi, you're in a dangerous situation. You got to take shelter immediately. Let's go back to our tornado warning in Alabama, and we're going to, or our other tornado warning in Alabama, northwest of Birmingham, where we still have a radar confirmed tornado warning. The good news is I don't see a huge debris signature with this one anymore, but there is still a very large area of rotation here. I believe that this could be continuing to or about to produce a tornado as it comes right into Cordova. So this is a pretty dangerous situation for our folks in Cordova. We need you all to be in your safe spots, anywhere between Deason Hill and Barney, all the way up to Sipsey and Coon Creek. We need you to be getting into your safe spots if you haven't gotten there already. And my goodness, look at that. From the Birmingham radar, just an absolute monster of a rotation
New
here.
information. This tornado warning has been upgraded. New information. This tornado warning has been upgraded.
Radar confirmed tornado warning now for Pickens County, Alabama. And once again, we know now that we have a tornado on the ground, and we can see that via radar. There it is, big time a debris signature. This tornado is doing damage right now just to the north and east of Hickory, moving up towards Gordo. Once again, it is thankfully right now, it's in the literal middle of nowhere. I want to show you something real quick. This is the best situation we've ever had, I think, in a Dixie tornado, because I can't even find something for this to hit. This right here is about where the tornado is. All right. And then this is where it's going. All right. So hopefully, this thing is probably going to eat a bunch of trees in through here. But hopefully, before it gets up there closer to Gordo,
since you wanted to.
It has time to kind of fizzle out. If it makes it up there closer to Salem, there's going to be some more structures for it to hit. But man, this is just a wide open forest. There's nothing right in this one area here where that tornado is right now. So let's root for it. Hey, go ahead, get it all out of your system before you get up there towards Noland and Bostic and Gordo.
Yeah, you should
because
do that,
we really don't want a tornado of this magnitude to interact with any sort of structures, because those structures will not fare well. This is a major tornado going on now over here between, once again, Hickory and Noland in Alabama right now. Brett Adair is about to be in Gordo. And man, we've got a big debris ball now.
New information. This tornado
and they've upgraded this to a PDS tornado.
New information. This
and
tornado
once again,
has been
from my
upgraded.
best estimation, This thing is, I mean, there's plenty of debris for it to pick up. I mean, it's literally in
there's a
a
tractor.
forest.
I mean, not tractor.
So we're gonna see that. We're gonna see a ton of debris getting lifted up here, and we're just gonna hope that it
Pretty
stops
massive, you could say.
before it gets to Gordo. But if it doesn't, this is the kind of tornado that I'm telling y'all right now. If this hits Gordo,
That's a
this will be the
lawnmower.
kind of tornado that people in Gordo will talk about for years and years and potentially generations. You know what I'm saying? I remember back in 2025 when we had that big tornado. That is the kind of situation that we're talking about here. I'm not saying that to scare you. I'm telling you that to make sure you take it seriously as this massive tornado comes right towards you. Please take shelter if you're in Gordo, Bostic, Notland, and Fairview, as you've got a few minutes. This is moving kind of fast. You've got a few minutes to get into that most sturdy room and at the lowest floor of your home. Put as many walls between you and the outside world as possible. Put on a helmet. If you can, you got a bicycle helmet, baseball helmet. Do the kids at least put one on them? Bring something to cover your head, whether it's pillows, mattress, whatever it is that you can do into that most interior room. Preferably it's a basement or a underground cellar. If you don't have that, interior closet, bathroom will do. And then, put on closed-toed shoes. There's a chance that you might have to
those were slabbed.
evacuate your home, walk over glass, splintered wood, nails, and things like that. And you don't want to be in your Crocs or flip-flops or bare feet in that situation. Additionally, you want to bring a charged phone and tablet or both with you so you can contact people and so that you can continue to get information as the storm, as you deal with the aftermath of this situation. But once again, we're going to hope that this is another one of those tornadoes that gets really strong for a short period of time and then just kind of fizzles out. We've seen that happen a couple of times today, so that's what I'm hoping for. We're not sure that that's going to happen, though. Chandra, have you been able to get Brett Adair's? He's offline, isn't he? Yeah. Okay. Let's, okay. All right. So we're going to continue to try to pull up Brett.
Hey, Ryan, whenever you have a second.
But he is in Gordo. Another one that's really close is B. Dean Barry, who is online. He is online. We got a new tornado warning for Coleman, Alabama. This is going to be for Coleman County, Alabama. And this is going to go on for the next hour or so, and it's just a continuation of our warned area for the storm that's currently happening northwest of Birmingham. So this is now including Dodge City, Huntsville, Garden City, Good Hope, Coleman, Baileyton, and Holly Pond. You're going to want to take shelter now. We also got an update from
tornado warning.
Caleb.
That's crazy.
Go ahead, Caleb. Go ahead, Caleb.
A new PDS tornado warning.
Hey, Ryan, I just want to give you a quick update. I'm still on that tornado warning cell. The south and east of Meridian, obviously, including Meridian. Multiple times we've come across a few areas with light damage, so obviously looks like there was potentially a small tornado on the ground as it crossed the road. We're trying to catch back up to it. It looks like it may be cycling or dying out at this point.
I don't want shift lock.
We're going to continue to monitor it and follow it up as it moves in towards Alabama.
I think that's like one of the things that you don't want in this game is shift lock.
All right. Thank you. That's an update from Caleb. And now we've got an update from Andy. Go ahead, Andy.
Ryan, I thought of the other thing I was going to say about this PDS storm in Alabama now. It is the fact that it's surrounded by that moderate rain. This is a verification of what I talked about earlier, where these storms are, surrounded by all this rain.
We need to go up here.
That may impact their ability to produce a tornado, but it's all about how deep this convection is versus all these shallow rain-filled clouds. They're all shallow stratus clouds essentially, and then we have the deep cumulonimbus in the middle of them. So all of that structure of the storm is not necessarily being impacted as much by all the rain around it. And here we go, a possible intense tornado signature eating up these forests here in Alabama in the middle of all the rain. So just verification is one of the most important things that in radar analysis like this and tornado events that you're not going to find many other people doing. They're going to be preoccupied with the oohs and ahs of what we're looking at, right? But I want to make sure that the science is sound, and I'll always do my best to verify everything that we talk about here, such that you can trust us even more.
All right, thank you so much, meteorologist Andy Hill, who's given us an update here, and they did go ahead and extend that PDS tornado warning all the way out to Barry, including Fayette and Tuscaloosa counties in Alabama. We've got places such as Moores Bridge, Brownville, New Hope, New Lexington, Bowley Springs, and Pea Ridge, all in the path of this dangerous storm as it now gets dangerously close to Gordo. I'm hoping now that it doesn't look like it's it doesn't look like it's dissipating necessarily. So it is going to go into the greater Gordo area, but now let's hope that it goes just off to the west. But just in case it doesn't, hopefully everybody in Gordo is sheltered and ready, bracing for impact. We're talking about a minute to 3 minutes before this will come into the area, likely somewhere between the Great White Roll-Off Recycling Center and the Piggly Wiggly on Highway 82. This will cross over Highway 82 somewhere between those two areas, and it will continue its trek towards Foxwood, Crossroads Church. It'll go into the Red Barn Antiques area. If you know where the Brown family farm is, those are all in the direct path of this very dangerous storm. This is one of the deepest debris signatures that we've seen today. So this is still a powerful tornado doing damage as it comes into the Gordo area now. Go ahead, Andy.
Yeah, Ryan, I just want to issue immense concern for that area because the north and west side of Gordo, where it's marked on the map, is populated. It's a whole neighborhood up on that side of the town as well, and that's right where the tornado is going to track through. If we look at it closely on the velocity scan from the Columbus, Mississippi radar, the actual tornado is on that southeastern side of all of the what looks like this broad circulation here.
should just
In addition to that,
right
we
now.
can see
Like,
a
look at
debris
like the
ejection,
debris
which
being
is
thrown everywhere.
from that core debris ball there. All the debris is going up through the storm and is starting to enter the forward flank of the storm where it'll fan out and essentially be rained out on areas out ahead of this, like Moores Bridge and Barry and into that county up there, Fayette County. Will be raining trees and tree branches and essentially, and anything that this storm might pick up in the Gordo area. So we really need everyone to be
Bro, he's
sheltered there.
lifeless. I need
This
to
is
get the
indicative of
vicious
the power
bee.
of the storm in general.
Thank you so much, Andy. You can tell just by looking at this incredible, return that we're getting here on the correlation coefficient that this is a very powerful tornado rocketing trees up into the sky. And this is something, with really powerful tornadoes, you can get pretty large debris that carries for a while in the air. Whenever we went to Rolling Fork, after the Rolling Fork tornado, we were 60 miles away from Rolling Fork when we started seeing big pieces of sheet metal rolled up in the fields that were carried in the debris field like this, in the forward flank of the storm. That far away. So we are going to see, lots of debris coming down probably in the future here between Fayette and Carbon Hill. And then hopefully this doesn't hit any structures, but with a really powerful tornado, you can also get some dangerous debris coming out of the forward flank as well. So anyways, the tornado crossing Highway 82 now, once again, Gordo, the northwest side, right near that Piggly Wiggly, there's the Emmanuel Baptist Church. This whole side of town is mostly residential. Austell Forest Products, if you guys know where that is, that's one of the next places that's in line. Additionally, if it continues on its trajectory, it's going to go up and also cross Highway 159 near the Red Barn Antiques area, go up towards Brown Family Farm, and then it's going to enter another
new information.
Relatively
this tornado warning has been upgraded.
Rural area. There's not a lot of stuff out here, and then it's going to go up towards Highway 171 and get close to the Mayfield Volunteer Fire Department and the Moores Bridge Cemetery. So zooming out, let's also talk about not just what's going to happen minutes from now, but what about several minutes from now? If this continues, this is going to go right up towards Moores Bridge, Brownville, Wynwood. We got to take shelter in these places, okay? Concord, Gorgas, New Lexington, Sandtown, and Bowley Springs. All of us are under a tornado, PDS tornado warning, which stands for particularly dangerous situation. This is not something that you want to play around with here. Wow.
Stick bug.
Yeah, so we could see the debris starting to get picked up by the tornado here. And then you can continue to see the debris getting picked up. And then here's the beginning stages of that debris getting lofted up into the atmosphere. And then now that's continuing. This is going to be an incredible sight here. Once this gets, even if the tornado stops, let's hope it does. Once the center circulation gets up there closer to Highway 43, you're going to see a big debris fallout area as a result of this.
New information. This
Coleman, Alabama, that tornado warning just got upgraded.
Sure? This tornado warning
so Coleman County, you're now under a observed tornado warning. Thanks to this, we've got another one of these correlation coefficient drops, another marker on our map telling us that there's something in the sky that shouldn't be there. And on a day like today, we can confer that is likely because of a tornado. This one's happening to the north of Campbellville, and it's eventually going to be working up towards Wilburn and Arkadelphia. Let me give you some closer indications of where this could be as well. The specific area where the tornado is near right now is close to the Rice Chapel Baptist Church. It's going to go up past the Malden Cemetery, and then thankfully it's in a very rural area, but it could head right towards Highway 91 where the Corinth Church of Christ is, and then also it could cross Highway 91 somewhere between Wilburn and Arkadelphia, specifically near Dorsey Creek. All right. So you guys need to be taking shelter, and then zooming out a little bit and talking about far.
Say what you said. Yeah. Hold on. Give me a few minutes. I'm doing something real quick.
Let's see here.
What the frick?
Our closest storm chaser right now is Kevin. I'm going to suggest that for you, Chandra, and we'll put him. We'll put him in 2, maybe, and we'll keep Dean.
It's just better if I just use
where he
slingshot
is.
and get over here. Get these things away from me! Ew.
All right, back to our PDS tornado warning here.
There's more of them.
Still an incredibly strong circulation now past Gordo. We've got, I'm sure Elijah is listening to the scanners, and our team is listening to the scanners, waiting to see if we hear any, damage reports coming out of Gordo. I would be very surprised if we didn't. At least 18,000 feet debris signature on the Gordo storm. We're thinking that this is sending some of those tree debris up in the air up to 20,000 feet, which only happens with really strong tornadoes. And it does look like it's continuing. You can see the debris field starting to expand here, but you can still see that very tight circle of lower correlation coefficient values here approaching Fairview. This means that the tornado is still doing damage right now as it goes up towards Moores Bridge. Right now, this tornado is very close to Crossroads Church Road near the Brown family farm. And it's going to continue up towards Highway 171, pretty much riding the Crossroads Church Creek Road until it gets there. It's going to get to the Highway 171 area near the Moores Bridge Cemetery. Then it's going to go up towards Philip Chapel Free Will Baptist Church, and then we'll see what happens from there. But for the most part, we just need to be aware that Barry is under the gun here and needs to be taking shelter.
Get the money that he dropped. The owner's in the server. Let's go.
I don't think this is the owner.
Here's
It is the owner. Hold on. No,
No, I think it's
B.
just an
Dean
event.
Berry, who's near Gordo right now, and I think he's come across some damage here.
Where is this?
Yeah, this is a live look at Gordo, Alabama,
Go?
which I can't tell if he's in the main tornado damage path or if he's in the rear flank downdraft or what, but he's definitely come across some damaged houses. And it looks like the damage gets worse the farther down the road you get there, and you can see that guy up in front of him is flashing his lights. So this is a live look at the damage that has been done near Gordo, Alabama. And once again, I think that the downtown area, I'm hoping anyways, the actual town of Gordo, I'm hoping that we dodged a bullet there and we didn't take a direct hit, but it does look like some parts of Gordo were hit, and we're going to keep listening for updates there.
I did, babe. What do you mean?
Let's put, let's keep Dean in the number 1 spot. And let's go back to the Coleman, Alabama storm. And velocity signature continues to look concerning here. We've got a tornado likely between Wilburn and Arkadelphia, about to cross over Highway 91.
A new tornado watch has been issued.
We've got Bremen, Colony, Misty Harbor, and Dodge City. This will likely get to the I-65 corridor around Dodge City. So let's keep that in mind, and let's make sure everybody up there is in their safe spots. I do want to real quickly go check on this latest severe thunderstorm warning in Tennessee.
I'm being chased down by some ugly
we just got
little
a tornado possible tag on a severe thunderstorm warning for Marion County, Tennessee. This includes places like Oak Grove and Greentown. So you guys get ready. It's going to be a strong storm, 60-mile-per-hour winds, and potentially a tornado. We do also continue to have a tornado warning for Cumberland, Putnam, and White counties in Tennessee. The rotation here is not as robust as it was when this warning was issued closer to Sparta, but it is still there, and it is still something that we should take seriously in Monterey and Mineral Springs. We'll see if they issue a new warning, and if they do, it'll likely include, or it'll encompass Clark Range, Crawford, and Grimsley. We've got some cameras out here, and we're going to try to show this one to you as it comes in. All right, so let's go back down to the PDS tornado warning in Alabama. Once again, we definitely have seen evidence that there was damage in Gordo. Didn't seem like anything overly extensive, but I don't know which part exactly he went through.
Where's he at?
Oh my gosh, there's a traffic camera right in the middle of the of Gordo. I don't know if we saw anything on that or not. But we got a drone view now from Kevin. If that can get reloaded, we'll throw it up. Kevin Henderson there, and it looks like B. Dean Berry has come across some more significant damage now near Gordo.
Ooh, I need these.
I killed him. I died.
Is this the EF5 that I was speculating
about? And by the way, this
is
is a live look at our Coleman storm. This is a live look via drone of the storm producing the tornado warning for Coleman, Alabama. I don't know if I see anything making contact with the ground. Obviously, it's a little choppy here, but you definitely see the big lowering. You see the mesocyclone. You see the part of the storm that would
doesn't matter. I'm probably gonna die.
Produce the tornado.
I'm just dead.
Definitely enough there to suggest there's something going on right there. potentially a tornado on the ground here, as it is radar confirmed. That we still have a radar confirmed tornado warning, and this is moving on up towards Dodge City. And this is a live look from Kevin Henderson in,
Why am I so slow?
he's closer to Hayden, Alabama right now, but he's got a drone up in the air. Which is honestly, hey, if there's any storm chasers listening to me right now, this is the game. This. Go somewhere and park, put a drone up, drive for 30 minutes, put a drone up.
I die for no reason.
The through the windshield thing?
Time. Oh, wait. The challenge
It doesn't
is over.
work out here in Alabama and Mississippi, I don't think.
Royal jelly and gumdrops. That's it. I got royal jelly and gumdrops. What did you get? Huh?
So yeah, this is a live look at the storm that's coming up towards Dodge City and Good Hope and Coleman, Alabama right now.
No.
And let's go ahead and put that in the number 1 slot, Chandra. And let's go check in on that latest severe thunderstorm warning that just came in.
Later, you get me a scoop
portions of northeastern Tennessee. And this is actually an area that Andy's
I don't
watching
have any. Sorry.
As well, for maybe we've got low confidence that they might find reason to issue a tornado warning here between Alpine and Alfred at some point. But for the most part, we are concerned about the 60-mile-per-hour winds and the the big hail that could be coming into Jamestown here, Grimsley and Clark Range. We do have a tower camera here in Clark Range that we're monitoring, and if that shows a big shelf cloud or something coming in, we will pull that up for you. But right now, we're definitely kind of invested in Kevin's feed. Which is continuing to show us what looks to be like a storm that really wants to produce a tornado here to the north of Birmingham. Once again, this is a live look at our radar confirmed tornado warning for Good Hope, Dodge City, and Coleman in Coleman County, Alabama right now. And it's a little choppy, but we're going to keep him in the number 1 spot. And we're also going to check in with B. Dean Barry. I think I've got the ability to talk to him on the radio. Actually, I might not. Yeah, I don't anymore. Okay, that's fine. We'll check in with Dean here soon, and we'll talk with Elijah right now. Go ahead.
Hey Ryan, so I have 2 updates. The first one is that the Tallahassee NOAA weather radios are no longer working right now. Signal has been lost to them. So if you live in Tallahassee, Florida, at the present exact moment, do not just rely on your weather radio to give you any weather alerts, because they will not receive input at this moment. So it doesn't apply at this moment, but they're going to probably try to fix that before the storms get there, but they may not. So make sure you have other ways to receive warnings if northern Florida receives them. The second thing is I do have a very brief update on the Gordo tornado. Per the forest fire scanner, multiple structures were damaged. Trees and power lines were downed along the road near Gordo. So I don't have anything else yet. Signal is a little choppy on some of these scanners, so I will try to get you some information when I can.
All right, thank you, Elijah, for keeping us updated on the developing situation out there across Mississippi and Alabama. Lots of reports coming in, including this one. It's been a while since Y'allbot's talked, so let's let Y'allbot say something. Go ahead.
Hey Ryan, a new storm report just came in. A confirmed tornado was reported by a storm chaser at 5:45 p.m. near Gordo in Pickens County, Alabama. Numerous trees have been snapped along US 82 near the northwest city limits of Gordo. Anyone in the path should take shelter immediately.
And that path includes Barry, where we do have a radar-confirmed tornado warning continuing now for the next 38 minutes. But thankfully, the rotation signature has calmed down quite significantly. Let's hope that trend continues. It hasn't calmed down as much with our Coleman storm, though. This one is still trying very hard to produce a tornado as it goes up towards Dodge City and Good Hope. And you can see through the drone footage that's coming in above my head that it is, it's close to succeeding, but it's not quite there yet. All tornado warnings have been allowed to expire in Tennessee. We no longer have any tornado warnings in Tennessee, but we are watching a little area here between Alfred and Alpine that might warrant one in the near future, but right now we've just got a severe thunderstorm warning, 60-mile-per-hour winds and 1-inch in diameter hail. This might actually make it up into Kentucky. Some of these stronger winds might make it up towards Williamsburg and Pineville later, so you all get ready for that. Also, we're a couple hours out from these storms making it to Knoxville. About an hour or so for Chattanooga. Not expecting anything crazy, but it'll get loud. We're going to have a good storm in Chattanooga. Get ready. Let's go back to our tornado warning down here in Clark and Jasper County, Mississippi, which will be allowed to expire in 7 minutes. So you guys just stay in your safe spots for the next 7 minutes and we should be good to go. And now let's talk to Elijah again. Go ahead.
Hey, Ryan. The storm that is near Birmingham is still on the ground. The National Weather Service of Birmingham, Alabama, or not Birmingham, sorry, Tuscaloosa. They just reported that it did just cross State Route 171 near Moores Bridge, moving northeast. So it is still on the ground and it is still moving.
Okay, thank you so much, Elijah, for pulling us back down here. It doesn't look, honestly, if you were just asking me based off of radar, it doesn't look like it's still going. But we've got confirmation now, visual confirmation that it is. So we've got to make sure we're staying in our safe spots in Newtonville, Concord, and New Hope. We do have some storm chasers out here. I know we're having some trouble with the service. Like this area must have like 0 cell service or something. But we've got Ryan, Carty out here, and Joseph as well. Yeah, we're going to continue to show you as best as we can what's going on out here with these storms. But get to shelter in Barry, Bankston, New Lexington, Bowley Springs, and Pea Ridge, as this is still a confirmed tornado on the ground. Now, let's check in with the storm north of Birmingham. This is also a confirmed tornado via radar. As of a few minutes ago. As of right now, this is another one that doesn't look quite as convincing to me as some of our other storms today. But as we just saw, sometimes radar doesn't tell the full story. So this could be trying to produce a tornado still here as it crosses over Interstate 65 near Dodge City in Alabama. It looks like something's going on right there. I don't know if that's a SLC, a dangly bit, scary looking cloud, or if we've got something legit going on there. We're getting about 2 frames per minute. So we're trying to decipher what's going on. I think that was just some rising scud coming up into the storm there, but still, we've got a rotating storm and a dangerous storm coming up into the southern side of Coleman. This includes Dodge City and Good Hope. It's crossing over Interstate 65 right now. So at this moment, we have, for the first time in a long time, we have no PDS tornado warnings, but we do have 2 observed tornado warnings. Actually, they just turned the Coleman County storm. They downgraded it to a radar indicated tornado warning. So we still want to treat this with respect. We still want to be in our shelters, but this is no longer. We can no longer confirm that this is on the ground via radar. We're depending now solely on Kevin Henderson's live drone footage. That's all we've got. And so far, from what I can tell, We don't have a tornado right now, but we are still going to stay in our safe spots in Coleman County, Alabama for the next 19 minutes. And then Ryan Carty is out here as well in Berry, Alabama. Look at the very fast-moving clouds up there. That's ahead of the rotating part of the storm that's about to cross Highway 43, right there where Ryan is. If you're just now tuning in, we are in the middle of a tornado outbreak. We've got several tornado warnings in effect across Mississippi and Alabama. And we've also got some storms up here in Tennessee that we're paying attention to. In fact, we just got a new severe thunderstorm warning with a tornado possible tag for portions of Bledsoe and Sequatchie County in Tennessee. This includes Pikeville, Tennessee. This includes Cagle, Lee Station, Paleo, and Brush Creek. So get ready for 60-mile-per-hour winds, and we do have a tornado possible tag on there, meaning that some of these little areas of rotation might result in a tornado if everything goes just right or wrong, however you look at it. So be prepared to take shelter and at least get indoors and away from windows as this storm comes through. We've got a big-time severe thunderstorm warning that was just issued as well for portions of St. Tammany, Washington, Hancock, and Pearl River County in Mississippi, and then all those other places are parishes in Louisiana. Get ready for 1-inch in diameter hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds up there towards Picayune, down towards Pearl River, Sun, and the I-12 corridor down here between Mandeville and Slidell. Severe thunderstorm warning. We've got this tornado warning for Heidelberg and Quitman's about to be allowed to expire. The tornado warning over here for Kemper and Lauderdale, Mississippi is also about to be allowed to expire. We might have a moment here where we only have tornado warnings in Alabama. So here's the rotation in our Fayette County, Alabama storm. Still looks,
what is this fire symbol?
Concerning there north of Newtonville. It's coming up towards Bankston, Cleveland, Pea Ridge, and Studdard's Crossroads. And then we continue to see the rotation come together here in Coleman. So I'm not terribly concerned about our friends in Coleman, but I really do hope that everybody's in their safe spots just in case this thing decides to plant a tornado. We saw the drone footage earlier. It's got a portion of that storm that is capable of producing a tornado. It's not going to take much for that to actually happen. So please get in your safe spots and Coleman just in case. We do have a tornado warning, so that's what you're supposed to do, you know? Andy, do you want to tell us about some of these yaw watches in Tennessee here?
Yeah, I can do that.
Go ahead.
All right. I have 2 yaw watches in Tennessee, both of low confidence, particularly for tornadoes. We already have severe thunderstorm warnings spanning both of their regions, but the one is to the north is near Livingston in Overton County in Tennessee, and that's headed into parts of Pickett County in Tennessee. That's a very small county there, and Fentress County. That is on the north side of a part of the line that's sort of bowed forward. So when you push a body of water forward on the left side, aka the north side, because this one's moving east, the water is going to spin counterclockwise. It's going to create that vortex there. And that's exactly what we see here. This is called a bookend vortex in the case of looking at it here in the atmosphere in the middle of a storm. So we have some rotation there, and it's broad. Bookend vortices can produce tornadoes, but this one does not look like it's going to immediately. So I just have an area of concern there in case it does wrap up.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
The one to the south, if you have the Nashville radar open, it did have I think a side lobe contaminated mesocyclone there near Altamont, so it made it
Bum, bum,
appear
bum, bum.
ghastly for a couple of frames here. But now it looks a little bit less scary, essentially. And it's got a severe thunderstorm warning on it, so I have low confidence on that one doing anything tornadic as well. But those are the two areas I'm watching.
Thank you so much, meteorologist Andy Hill, keeping an eye on Tennessee. Now let's go back down to Alabama, where we've got a new tornado warning that was just issued for Sumter County. We've got an area of rotation right here south of York, east of Cuba, crossing over Highway 80 near Scratch Hill, Standard, and Intercourse. This is moving up towards Brewersville.
Hey Ryan, it's Brad. Let me know when you got a second.
Moortown, and Forkland. And guess what? Brad, I believe he's on this storm.
Did you get 25 Bs yet? I heard.
Go ahead, Brad.
Yeah. I'm doing the ant thing right now.
Hey Ryan, hey, we were sitting here at a gas station, and a guy named Caleb Beecham just drove up to me. I thought he was a storm chaser, but he said he's a little scared, so he's going to hang back. We're going to drop south because we do chase storms, and we're going to go get on some of these cells that are going to be going through southern Mississippi and south Alabama. So we're going to leave this mess in Alabama. It looks like it's kind of cold pooling in that area, and the better area to me looks like it's going to be South Mississippi and South Alabama. But I just want to let you know that Caleb Beecham is not chasing.
I would like
thank you, Brad. This is a live look from Extreme Storm Chaser Caleb Beecham at a gas station.
Oh my Sigma!
And this is a live look at Extreme Storm Chaser Brad Arnold, also at the same gas station. Extreme.
What?
All right. We do have that new tornado warning out here between York and Cuba. And, you know, there are some storm chasers who are on this, so we probably should be monitoring Brandon Kopic and Corey Gherkin and Connor Croft. Let's put Brandon in slot 1. And we will also be monitoring Brad Arnold as he goes down and tries to intercept that next storm as well. So, yeah, this is a brand new tornado warning that's going to go up towards Livingston. Take shelter now. And by the way, all of the tornado warnings, in Alabama, in Mississippi have been allowed to expire for now. We only have 2 tornado warnings, and they are both in Alabama. This is the first time for a long time that we've had only 2 tornado warnings. So hopefully that trend continues. But we, of course, continue to have a tornado watch.
Why don't they just use
over here in Alabama
a bomb to destroy
for a while? Let me actually see when some of our watches end here. But we do have a tornado watch for
a new tornado warning has been
disrupt the rotation
for Tennessee until 1 a.m. And that's actually where that most recent tornado warning just came from. Tornado warning for Fentress and Overton and Pickett counties in Tennessee, right there in that area that Andy was highlighting earlier. We've got a decent area of rotation coming together here between Cooktown and Cooper, moving up towards Squirrel Flat, Helena, Sharp Place, and Pall Mall. This is my kind of place. I can pronounce all of these places great. Cooktown, Pall Mall, Squirrel Flat, and daggone Sharp Place. You guys are under a tornado warning, so we do want to take this seriously. But that's one of the first times I think I've ever went through a list of towns and was confident about every place that I was saying. Let's go back down to Alabama, where we do have a new tornado warning now for Florence. We've got an area of rotation coming together down here between Rock Creek and Newsom Springs, moving up towards Hawk Pride, Cedar Hill Estates. This is coming up towards Muscle Shoals and Florence, which is a very populated area. So we want to we want to make sure we are paying attention and taking shelter here, especially between the 7 Mile Island Wildlife Management Area and the Camp Westmoreland area. So I'm about to suggest a bunch of cameras. Chandra, you just pick which ones you think are best, and then any of the traffic cameras around this one. All right, so that's what's going on. We got a tornado warning for Florence. Please take shelter now. We've seen what these things are capable of today. The good news is this is not a supercell. Well, I mean, it's not like the same kind of cell that we've been seeing farther to the south, but it does have a pretty, concerning looking rotating part of the storm. So we want to take it seriously. Some of the places in the path here include the Earl Trent Assembly Campground, the Heritage Acres RV Park, and the McFarland Park Park Ground, and the Tuscumbia RV Park. All those places are vulnerable areas for tornadoes, so we need to let those people know what's coming. Man. We also have the Chad's Payless Pharmacy, and then the El Reposo Nursing Facility in the path, as well as the Marion Conference Center, and the Center Star Fire Department. Take shelter now if you're in any of those places. New severe thunderstorm warning in Alabama. This one's going to be for Coleman, Madison, Marshall, and Morgan counties.
That's what I've been doing, just AFKing.
For the next 37 minutes, you're under a severe thunderstorm warning. 60-mile-per-hour winds, and we do have a tornado possible tag on here, as that is one of the storms that's produced some of our tornadoes today that we've been tracking. Andy's watching this area right here in Winston, Walker, in Coleman County in Alabama. Low confidence in a tornado here, but we are watching it. Get ready in Arley and Addison, potentially, for some sort of warning here soon. Just an early heads up, just in case. Let's go check back in on our Tennessee tornado warning. In Fentress, Overton, and Pickett County, Tennessee, broad area of rotation continues to move east towards Jamestown. And what in the world do we got going on here? Is this a, I guess this is supposed to be a 360-degree camera. I don't think that this is real. I don't think that that's, I don't know what in the world that is, honestly. All right, yeah, take that down. I don't think that's I don't think that's in our correct area. So yeah, this is the tornado warning now in Florence. And we're going to keep an eye on this as it comes up into the Muscle Shoals area. I'm not seeing a huge area of rotation here, but it is it's enough to be concerned about for such a large area. Here's a live look at storm chaser Brandon Kopic, who's in Sumter County, Alabama. This is one of our tornado warnings that we have. Radar indicated tornado warning for Livingston. Brandon Kopic is in the rainy side of the storm, right? He's up here in the Interstate 59 corridor near Livingston. The tornado is probably pretty far south from where he is right now, but he is going to be paralleling this on Interstate 55 there, all the way 59, sorry, all the way up towards Bluffport. And if this continues, it'll eventually get up there towards Bulagie. What was that, Chandra? All right, and we've also got Corey Gherkin in Livingston as well. Corey and Brandon are pretty close to each other in terms of being on the road there. We've also got a traffic camera in Livingston. We might tune into three of them actually. So yeah, this is honestly out of all of our tornado signatures, this is the one that I'm most curious about. So we're trying to investigate What's going on here? Actually, on the surface, near Livingston, Alabama. Let's check back in though with our tornado warning in Coleman County, and this one's going to be allowed to expire in the next couple of minutes. All right, they pretty much replaced it with the severe thunderstorm warning here that goes out towards New Hope. So hopefully that continues, but I mean, I still see a decent amount of rotation here near Fairview. So they've got that tornado possible tag on here, and they might actually, want to issue a new tornado warning at some point if the rotation holds together once it leaves that polygon. So let's stay in our safe spots in Fairview, County Line, and places like Pleasant View in this warning. And then there it is. Yeah, they issued a new tornado warning now, pretty much in line with the severe thunderstorm warning. And this is actually this is an observed tornado warning. Weather spotters confirmed a tornado. And this is likely happening somewhere over here near Fairview. So we've got potentially a tornado on the ground moving into or through Fairview right now. So let's, you were already under a tornado warning. So hopefully everybody in Fairview was in their safe spots. But now we're continuing this tornado warning all the way up, well into Coleman, Madison, Marshall, and Morgan counties in Alabama. Tornado currently, if it's in that spot there, where the the suspected debris signature is, it's right near the Fairview Elementary School. If it rockets off to the north and east, along with the velocity couplet, it'll be going off towards the Rasco Cattle Company. And then eventually up there towards Hullico. On its approach to Hullico, it will pass the West Welcome Baptist Church. So yeah, get ready if you're out here. This is a dangerous storm, and it potentially has a tornado on the ground right now, moving up towards Hullico and Pine Lake Village. Pretty populated area over there between Pine Lake Village and Union Hill, Friendship, and Grassy. So hopefully this dissipates before it gets over there. But you are under a tornado warning all the way out to New Hope, Alabama. This is all happening close to Huntsville, but it's all happening south of Huntsville. Huntsville is not currently under any sort of warning at the moment.
It seems like you have 25 beat, right?
No, I don't have 25 Bs. I only have 21.
Here's
Get
Corey.
25.
Once again, out here in Livingston, Alabama. And then we've got a live shot of
you should already have it.
Jamestown, Tennessee, as a severe thunderstorm is coming through this area.
No, I can't. With the Fifth Amendment of...
Yeah, this is Jamestown, Tennessee, as honestly a tornado-warned storm. We're right where the rotation would be. So if there was a tornado, we would probably see it in this shot here, even though we've got limited visibility. So it's a good thing we don't see anything right now. But definitely a strong storm that's capable of producing a tornado, continuing to go up over towards Pine Haven and Squirrel Flat, and then over towards Wolf River and the Pickett State Forest. So the rotation is coming right over Jamestown now, and this is Radar Omega Jamestown, Tennessee camera. Winds are picking up. The rotating part of the storm is going right over this camera, so we'll watch it and see. Regardless of whether or not there's a tornado in there, we're definitely going to have some, isolated incidents where we've got trees down and stuff like that. And the conditions that you're seeing here will continue to be felt in places like East Jamestown and Sharp Place over the next, I would say, 29 minutes or so. Winds are getting stronger. Here's the velocity couplet literally going right over Jamestown right now. And we should see a shift in the winds as the winds change direction, as the center of the storm goes by. You can see that happening right now. So this is happening in Jamestown, Tennessee, where there is a tornado warning right now. Get ready. This is right here is what's coming for you in Squirrel Flat, Pine Haven, and East Jamestown. This is a very intense storm. Dang. Holy smokes. Holy, yeah, that's a little bit more intense than what I was expecting to see here out of this storm. But we can tell now why we've got that tornado warning and the severe thunderstorm warning at the same time. Once again, I think we might have lost power on that camera, but that is exactly what's coming for you up there in Sharp Place and Zenith, and eventually over there towards the Big South Fork National River Recreation Area. All right, so Jamestown, this is another place we need to be listening to the scanners for, just in case there was some damage out there. That definitely looks like damaging winds to me. Okay, so let's go back down and let's check out some of our other storms that we are continuing to watch here. Got a little storm over here between Arley and Addison. We're watching, no warnings yet, but y'all watch out just in case. We are also continuing to watch the tornado warned storm out here that is past Coleman now and is moving towards Cherokee Ridge, Alabama, New Hope, Alabama, and up there towards Woodville, Alabama. This is all happening to the south of Huntsville. No warnings in Huntsville just yet. And then we've got a new severe thunderstorm warning here in Village at Indian Rock Lake and Spencer up towards Crossville. Very strong storm coming through right now. Get ready for that. And then Louisiana and Mississippi, there's a new severe thunderstorm warning down there. This is for a large area between New Orleans, just to the northeast of New Orleans, all the way up into southern portions of Mississippi. This includes Cathula. This includes Santa Rosa. This includes Slidell. And yeah, strong, severe thunderstorm capable of producing quarter-size hail and damaging winds as it comes through.
Hey Ryan, a new storm report just came in confirming a tornado at 5:52 p.m. northeast of Sipsey in Walker County, Alabama. Several houses along Campbellville Road have significant damage, and there are possible injuries reported. Radar also showed a tornado debris signature at that time.
All right, thank you, Y'allbot. And here's an update on our Colbert and Lauderdale County, Alabama tornado warning. Florence and Muscle Shoals, you guys are under a tornado warning still, at least for the next 25 minutes. I'm not seeing a whole lot on velocities, but this is going to be a strong storm, and you're going to want to get indoors and away from windows and take shelter for the next 24 minutes, and then we should be done for a while in Florence. New severe thunderstorm warning was just issued in Tennessee. This is downstream from our big storm that we just saw go past Jamestown. Get ready for 60-mile-per-hour winds and a tornado possible as it comes up into north central Tennessee here near Oneida. Got our first, I think our first special weather statement for the system in Kentucky. Some severe thunderstorm warnings might be issued in Kentucky here soon as these really strong storms make it up there closer to places like, Williamsburg.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
A new
A new tornado warning has been issued.
Yeah, his mic has been muted this whole time. He hasn't even noticed.
Yeah, I'm being Leo.
Of course, Leo suspects it was you. Of course he does. The frick is this?
Right next to the weather intensity score. Oh, man. Oh, there it is. Our first severe thunderstorm warning in Kentucky. By the way, those of you who don't know, this is my neck of the woods. This is where I'm broadcasting from, way up here in eastern Kentucky. That's where the Weather House headquarters is. Storms are still pretty far away from us, but yeah, severe thunderstorm warning now for McCreary and Wayne, Kentucky. Wayne counties in Kentucky. Get ready for 60-mile-per-hour winds and tornado possible. That impressive storm that we just saw go through Jamestown, that's the one that's coming up towards southern Kentucky here, so get ready for it. Yeah, we love the Yolligons. We've been working on getting that working for a while, and I'm glad we finally got it figured out. Yep, there's a tornado possible tag on that latest severe thunderstorm warning for Kentucky. No tornado warnings right now, though, in Kentucky. We do have another severe thunderstorm warning that was issued recently for Marion and Sequatchie counties in Tennessee. This has got a tornado possible tag on it as well. Get ready in Dunlap for that. And then we've got another severe thunderstorm warning for Chattanooga with a tornado possible tag on it. This is a this is a little bit more of an interesting situation where it's not necessarily a part of the line. This is kind of a prefrontal cell that's just went through downtown Chattanooga, and now it's likely producing 60-mile-per-hour winds as it goes up towards Saudi Daisy.
Something freaky.
Velocity on this one is not incredibly impressive, but you can see there it is rotating. This is a supercell coming up towards Saudi Daisy. It'll be interesting to see how this interacts with the mountains as it goes up towards Dayton and Spring City. The foothills, I should say.
A new tornado warning has been
A
issued.
new tornado warning was just issued in Tennessee. Where's it at?
A new tornado warning has been
Cumberland, Van
issued.
Buren, and White counties in Tennessee. You guys are now under a tornado warning. And, you know, probably somewhat side-lobed, but definitely an eye-catching velocity couplet here coming up into Herbert Domain. Take shelter now if you're in Cumberland, Van Buren, or White counties. We've got a camera out here inside this polygon. I just suggested it. And then we just got a new tornado warning in Tennessee. Okay, that's actually that's the same thing. That's for the same warning. Okay, so yeah, we've got a concerning storm producing a pretty broad and large area of rotation near Herbert Domain, moving up towards Village at Indian Lake, Oneida Subdivision, Shiloh, and Crossville. Take shelter now if you're in Crossville. This is Bledsoe County, Tennessee, and Cumberland, Van Buren, and White counties in Tennessee.
Air.
This is, I will say that out of all the signatures that we've seen in Tennessee today, this is the one that gets my attention the most. Mostly just because it's big and bright and colorful, which isn't always the most important thing. But still, definitely a concerning situation for our folks in Midway, up towards Crossville. We do have a camera up on a tower, up on a building somewhere in Cumberland, well, in Crossville, Tennessee. So we'll keep an eye on the sky for you, thanks to Cyclone Port, as the storm comes in. Man, Brett Adair had a live view of the tornado as it went through Gordo. Me and him are going to have to have a talk, man. He's always offline. Right when we need to have him, he's always offline. Yeah, I'd say that it was really hard to maintain service over there. I retweeted his video.
Huh. There's a CC drop on the velocity.
Yeah, that tornado near Gordo was huge.
What do you mean by that?
And Brett Adair did have it on his drone feed there. I'm retweeting some imagery over there on Twitter. If you want to follow me on X, that's at Ryan Hall Y'all.
Nobody.
At Ryan Hall Y'all. You can also, if you can do so safely, anytime you want to send us pictures and videos of your own. Maybe you've got damage that you'd like to report. If you got snow in the winter, if you want to share snow measurements,
somebody's waiting.
Send those in over there on Twitter. We appreciate it. Obviously, only if you can do it safely, and also please tag your local National Weather Service office as well whenever you do that. If you're just now tuning in, we are zoomed in on a tornado warning that includes Crossville, Tennessee. This is Cumberland, Van Buren, and White counties. We are monitoring the skies here via some of these cameras, and we also have tornado warnings continuing down here in Alabama, where we're gonna, kind of get an update on.
Has been issued.
Tornado warning.
A new tornado
continues
warning
out
has
here
been issued
for Falkville and Priceville and Decatur for the next 29 minutes. And then we also have a new tornado warning for that storm that we were just talking about in Chattanooga. Andy's got a y'all watch on it there, and now we've got an official tornado warning for Bradley, Hamilton, and Megis counties in Tennessee. And this is it. This is the area of rotation that we're concerned about. And this is in a very, very populated area. So hopefully this doesn't produce a tornado, but it does look quite possible. Lake Dweller, Lake Site, Shady Grove, all the way up there towards Shore Acres, Bluffview, and Birchwood. You guys are all in the path of a dangerous storm. You need to take shelter now. Many walls between you and the outside world as possible. And protect your head. Skull Island Recreational Area, that campground. First, let's see here, the Colonial RV Park. Those are some places that are in the path of this storm north and east of Chattanooga. Additionally, we have the Bessette Family Dentistry Office and the Express Care and Fast-Paced Urgent Care. Lots of, it seems like there's a lot of stuff in the path of this, including Howell Farms, the event venue, the Birchwood Community Center, and a bunch of fire departments, including the Bonnie Oaks Fire Station. These are all in the path of the rotating part of this storm that could try to produce a tornado near Lakesite and Birchwood in the next 30 to 40 minutes.
Oh, nobody, you're here?
I am, but I need to go take out my dog real quick.
Server muted. Okay.
You might as well go ahead and
nobody?
put one of those in one, Chandra, as that's what we're paying attention to now. Anything close to this, one of our Tennessee storms. So yeah, take shelter if you haven't already, and we're going to monitor these cameras for you. Yeah, maybe we'll just switch numbers 1, 2, and 3. Like keep those the same, but move them into 4, 5, and 6, and
Why are you
you
laughing,
know what
Jeff?
I'm saying.
Jeff, you want me to server muted too?
Tornado warning continues.
Joke.
By the way, 26 minutes left on this storm. The velocity continues to promote the idea that there could be a tornado trying to happen here. There's no confirmation. We don't know for sure. This is a very populated area as well, so if there was a tornado between Thomas Springs and Village at Indian Lake, I think that we would know. So that's good news that we haven't heard anything yet, but it could change, and we need you to take shelter just in case as this gets closer to Crossville. Checking in on our tornado warning to the northwest of Coleman, Alabama. Rotation is still somewhat impressive over here between Addison and Falkville. We've got to get ready, or we got to get to shelter in Clifty, Thomas Price, Lebanon, and Tanner Heights.
If you let Monkey in here, you're a monkey. Fucking annoying.
Yeah, I'm gonna let him in here.
Okay.
Well, now he's sitting in general chat 1.
Hey, thank you, Eric.
He'll be fine.
He'll be fine.
It's currently 6:50 local time, 5:50 Central. We've been streaming here for 7 hours. We are on our 18th hour of coverage on this major tornado outbreak.
Is there a
How many of you guys have been here for all 18 hours?
Wait, did you want him in the fish VC?
Some of you have. I know you have.
I don't care. Whatever you want.
Jeff.
Hey, Butter Dog, I'm gonna send you a message. Everybody, join this exact group I sent you.
But DMs.
A lot of you have.
Guys, make sure you send it in DMs. Please, make sure you send it in DMs.
I appreciate y'all being here with me, and I hope we've been able to be of service, and I hope we've been able to help you and guide you through this crazy couple days of severe weather. It's not over.
Who's back?
But yeah, just wanted to take a brief moment and thank y'all for being here.
Early this morning, there was like, this morning at like 9 or 10, there was already a tornado
This is from
emergency.
about an hour ago.
That is insane.
Look at that. Giant
Hold on, I need to go talk to him.
mesocyclone, likely a tornado in there somewhere when the storm was near Sipsey. Huge.
Can Leo just say hi?
Is there any way that we can download that?
Can you say hi? Well, why not? Why not? Let him,
Or screen record it or something, because I can't
hi.
show it in
Sure.
embedded like that.
Yeah.
As soon as
if you're just now tuning in, we are in the middle of a pretty big severe weather outbreak. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tornado warnings right now. We're monitoring one of them.
You've reached your limit on talking.
We've got an area
Shut
of
the
rotation
fuck
that's
up.
concerning here, approaching Shore Acres, but we've got no confirmation of a tornado. We've got another area of rotation approaching Crossville, Tennessee. Same deal. No confirmation of a tornado over there. So we're flying by radar here, and we're encouraging everybody to take shelter just in case. And then over here towards Decatur, we've got another tornado warning, radar indicated rotation. This is the rotating part of the storm is now approaching Falkville. I do think that yeah, we can probably monitor this from this camera if it's available. But yeah, as this gets closer to Priceville, we'll have more, viewing angles. And then we've also got a couple of severe thunderstorm warnings back here to the north and east of New Orleans. We've got some large hail and some damaging winds moving up between Slidell and Cthulhu and Standard. And Picayune, so you guys get ready for that. This is likely going to continue up towards Wiggins as the night goes on.
What?
Most of these storms that are happening right now between Picayune, Lumberton, Hattiesburg, and Laurel are below severe limits right now, but they are producing flash flooding. We've got large flash flood warnings in effect. In fact, this one here for Meridian up towards Laurel and Newton is a considerable flash flood warning. If you live in a flood-prone area, understand that the rain's going to continue for a while and the water is going to continue to rise. Checking back in on Crossville, Tennessee. The storm's moving in now. We're starting to see some of the winds starting to pick up here from the Crossville camera. Thankfully, nothing yet like we saw in Jamestown earlier, but still a strong storm coming through, and we'll see it pick up as the storm gets closer. Now I'm just looking at some information that's coming in here. And also, yeah, we can just mute it. That's fine, Elijah and Kinsey. We can just mute it. All right, so let's go ahead and check in on the other tornado warning. All of our tornado warnings right now, by the way, are in Alabama except for the Decatur. I'm sorry, or in Tennessee, except for the Decatur, Alabama warning. And by the way, most of the town of Decatur is not included in that warning. But it is on the southeastern side. Brookmead, Priceville, Somerville, you guys are all included in this tornado warning. So take shelter and stay in your safe spot for the next 18 minutes. We've got a strong storm coming through, but honestly, the rotation is it's depleting. So that's great news. But yeah, we've got a tornado warning that's going to last for 17 more minutes, and we want you to stay in your safe spots. Checking back in with our tornado warning to the north and east of Chattanooga. 32 minutes left on this one, but they just issued a new severe thunderstorm warning that takes us all the way up to Spring City. So I don't know if they'll continue the tornado warning up here, but if they don't, they do at least have that severe thunderstorm warning with the a tornado possible tag on it there for us between Dayton and Spring City over the next 1 hour. Crossville, continuing to watch the storm come into Crossville. It is not, we're not seeing any signs of a tornado just yet, but definitely a strong storm coming in. And then we just got a new severe thunderstorm warning. Well, this is the same one that we were just looking at, but it is our newest severe thunderstorm warning right now over here on the eastern side of Tennessee. Our new severe thunderstorm warning. What in the world? I heard the ding. Anyways, our newest severe thunderstorm warning is over here for Hamilton, McMinn, and Meigs County in Tennessee. It's going to last for an hour here. We're trying to work out our camera situation here too. I don't know if you got the suggestion for virtual railfan number 35, Chandra, but if it's not working, that's fine. Also, I can't hear you. I don't know if you've been talking or not. A huge shout out to you, Eric. Thank you for that. Eric says, if we got storms, if we got to have storms, at least we have y'all to ride with. That's a good way to look at it. Thank you, Eric, for the support. And thank you, Badger Mushrooms, for the very generous super chat. Thanks for helping everyone. We're hunkering down in Chattanooga. Thank you, Badger. Chattanooga, you guys have, the biggest part of that storm that just went by Chattanooga is now causing some problems to your north. But there are more storms coming to Chattanooga later tonight. I do want to make that clear. We're nowhere near done with the storms. It's going to be a stormy evening for quite some time. Even whenever we get past the main part of the outbreak here, the storms will not stop until tomorrow night over on the East Coast. So there's going to be nonstop severe thunderstorm warnings, et cetera, going forward. The Crossville tornado warning is going to be allowed to expire in 13 minutes. Everyone stay sheltered in Crossville just in case, but let's hope that that expiration comes sooner rather than later. A huge shout out to you, Andrew. Big shout out to Andrew. Thank you. Jason says, what's the outlook for Birmingham this afternoon? A lot of the same of what we're experiencing right now, man. We're going to have storms sliding off to your west until that front comes through, and it's going to push them through. It's going to be stormy for the next 3 or 4 hours or so. Stay tuned.
Hey, Ryan, it's Brad when you have a second.
And then huge shout out to Gabrielle for the 10 gifted. Now we've got an update from Brad Arnold. Let's hear from him. Go ahead, Brad.
Hey, so we are about to enter Waynesboro, Mississippi. Watching a cell that is south of Laurel. I'm not watching your stream, so I'm not sure if you talked about it, but there is solid rotation there with that. So we're going to stop in Waynesboro and kind of wait and look at that. We may even go west into it just to take a look at it, but solid rotation on that. So maybe today's not done.
So yeah, Brad's down here watching this storm, the storms that are south of Laurel that are coming together here between Slidell, Biloxi, coming up into southern portions of Mississippi and Alabama. He's paying attention to these. He might continue chasing down here, and I agree. These storms are definitely something to watch as they come up into the southern Mississippi and Alabama area. Eventually, they're also going to make it over there towards Mobile. We'll be watching them for you guys just in case something comes out of that. Additionally, we are watching very closely an area over here in near Choctaw, Marengo, and Sumter counties in Alabama, where we are we potentially have a tornado maybe trying to come together in the near future. We've got a y'all watch out for you in Pittington, Myrtlewood, Linden, up there towards Demopolis. This is something that the National Weather Service might issue a tornado warning for in the future. So we're going to watch this storm very closely. As it goes off to the north and east. And we're also going to watch this storm, which we have lower confidence in down here in Jones, Wayne, and Perry counties in Mississippi. But still something to watch here, as this might be warranting of a tornado warning in the future south and east of Laurel. This is actually specifically what Brad Arnold was talking about there, the one that's coming up towards Waynesboro. So that's why he is positioning himself in Waynesboro right now. All right, checking back in on Crossville. This tornado warning should be allowed to expire soon. It's over. It's got 10 minutes left on it. Stay sheltered for the next 10 minutes just in case. Additionally, we've got 25 minutes left on our tornado warning for Birchwood. This is Bradley, Hamilton, and Meigs County in Tennessee. This is also going to be allowed to expire soon, but stay sheltered just in case for the next 25 minutes. Hail report. 1-inch hail was falling between Saudi Daisy and Lake Site. That was about 8 or 9 minutes ago.
I'm so tired. I did not sleep. I stayed up 1 more hour after I got off the call, and then it feels like I got no sleep.
All tornado warnings in Alabama have been allowed to expire. We've got 2 in Tennessee, about to have 1 in Tennessee. So that's great. We also have a video that I'd like to share with you. What is some information about that? Where is that again? Can somebody tell me where the video's from?
Yeah.
Tylertown. So this is a video from Tylertown earlier of the tornado going through. We don't have audio on it, but we do have a dramatic video from Tylertown as one of the big tornadoes was going through that we were talking about live on the air. Obviously, this is incredible video, and I'm glad that we have it here to show you. But at the same time, this is exactly what you don't want to do during a tornado. You don't want to be standing in the doorway. You don't want to be filming it. You don't want to be near windows.
Hey Ryan, we've got gate-to-gate shear on that storm just to the west of us in Waynesboro. You're gonna want to check that out.
But man, that went by fast. And they got lucky. They obviously didn't take a direct hit there, or that could have been a lot worse. But yeah, that's a video from the Tylertown tornado from earlier. All right, let's go check in on the storm. And by the way, that was sent in from Montana Lane. That was taken by Montana Lane. Let's check in on the storm that, Andy highlighted down here in Wayne County, Mississippi, Jones County, and a little bit of Perry County. This is coming up towards Waynesboro. Brad Arnold's positioning himself to intercept a tornado if it decides to produce one. And it is looking like it's trying to near Fox. We've got some rotation here between Fox and Monarch that's going to come up towards Strangford. Y'all watch out. Our 2 tornado warnings in Tennessee should be allowed to expire. Still holding on to this tiny little piece of this one up here near Crossville. Want everybody to stay in their safe spots in Crossville for at least the next 6 minutes, and then you should be good to go. A huge shout out to Not My Name for the 10 gifted, and congratulations to all the people who are now members. Daphne, thank you for the kind words. Picket Fence Karate Chop, thank you for the support. I really do appreciate everybody. And Timothy Photography, thanks for becoming a member. I appreciate y'all for being here and trusting us with this weather coverage. And you all did a great job of sharing us out there. I've seen us on Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, everywhere. People are spreading the word, helping us getting life-saving information out to people for free. That's an amazing thing, and we wouldn't be able to do it at all without the power of everybody sharing it. So thank you. Through the power of our combined efforts here, sharing the streams over the past 18 hours, we've been able to reach a staggering 6 million people. So, once again, couldn't do that without you. Also, before we go over the tornado, the continued tornado situation here, I want to say a huge shout out to you guys again, because I'm just now being told that we have raised $45,000 over at the y'allsquad.org, our nonprofit organization, and all that's going to go towards helping us help people that have been hit by tornadoes. We've got warehouses and box trucks full of supplies strategically placed around the United States, and we're going to use those resources to replenish those warehouses and send out supplies to as many people as possible. And then also we're going to do our other stuff as well that we do with the Y'all Squad, like direct assistance to people who need it. So thank you for going over to the y'allsquad.org and making contributions to our nonprofit organization. That's a big part of why we do what we do here. Our rotation is increasing with our storm over here near Fox and Monarch, and it's coming up towards Strangford. No warning yet, but y'all watch out.
Ryan, Brad, we do have a CC drop on that tornado. It's unwarned, not even a tornado warning. It is got a CC drop. southwest of Waynesboro.
Yeah, this is actually quite surprising that we don't have a warning for it, that we've definitely seen warnings for less. Yeah, right here we've got a tightening velocity couplet between Ovett and Monarch. We may very well have a tornado down here coming up towards Strengthford. This is a very dangerous situation, so please take shelter now. We're about, if they don't issue a tornado warning for this, which they probably should, we're about to have no tornado warnings. In exactly 3 minutes, the final Tennessee tornado warning will be allowed to expire. Will we have at least 1 minute with no tornado warning? I doubt it. I'd say a new warning is coming soon here for the storm here south and east of Laurel, Mississippi. Sheila, Adam, and Loretta, thank y'all. What's a CC drop? CC drops refer to the lower levels of correlation coefficient whenever we show this map. Whenever we talk about a tornado debris signature. Earlier today, we saw some much better examples of this, but if you were to see an area of yellow and blue here in the middle of this solid red, and it's perfectly aligned with a velocity couplet like this, where we've got rotation, then that is how we can confirm that there's a tornado there with radar. And there's the tornado warning. We've got ourselves a tornado warning now for Jones County, Mississippi, for the next 32 minutes. So take shelter if you're in Jones County. And I'm surprised that this doesn't go on to Waynesboro, but I'm sure this is just a CWA thing, and we'll get the rest of that polygon here within the next couple of minutes. So get ready in Waynesboro for the sirens to go off. A tornado warning is coming soon. No, we didn't even get to go a minute without a warning. The Tennessee tornado warning still has a couple seconds left before it expires. So we didn't make it, y'all. We now have, I mean, it's better than 30 or however many we had yesterday, but we now only have
tornado warning.
Well, we have one tornado warning essentially, but two technically, because they had to split up this warning between the two different warning offices here in Mississippi. So Waynesboro, you are now under a tornado warning. It's time to take shelter, as unfortunately this does look quite significant. We've got a tornado down here, more than likely, or it's about to be, as it comes up into the greater Strengthford, Mississippi area. Brad Arnold's going to be able to give us a great view of this as it comes up towards Waynesboro. Hopefully he doesn't see anything, but if he does, we'll be able to tell you street by street where the thing is. Waynesboro, please take shelter.
Hey, Ryan, I will mention, I don't mean to interrupt you, I will mention, don't look too much at the reflectivity of it. This is a low precipitation supercell. It could be a significant tornado along with that. The velocity is really impressive.
Absolutely. I agree with Brad there. This is a concerning situation for our folks in Waynesboro, and also in places like Strangford, Whistler, and West King. So let's make sure we're getting everybody into their shelters, and let's go. We've got a little bit of time in Waynesboro to make those preparations. Once again, closed-toed shoes, helmets in your safe spots. You want to get to a basement, sturdy shelter if you're on a mobile home. Probably best that you're not in a mobile home. So if you can very quickly get to somewhere where you're in a more substantial shelter, we would recommend you doing that. And then we also want to make sure we have closed-toed shoes and a charged tablet, phone, and all that good stuff to be able to contact people in the event of a disaster. So that's what's going on here. Don't be scared. Be prepared. Take shelter, and we'll be with you through the whole thing. Hopefully it's over here soon, but it does look like it's ramping up into a pretty significant circulation there to the south and east of Laurel, moving up towards Waynesboro now. And Brad Arnold, he is getting closer. And you can see his feed above me there. I've got another video sent in from a viewer. Oh man, we need an easier way to keep up with who's sending this stuff in. This is James Kuhn, and he's from Oakland City, Indiana. This is from the storm last night. He sent a video of his trampoline. I don't know if this is his trampoline or a trampoline, but it is on the loose here in Indianola last night, or Oakland City, sorry, in Indiana last night. This is one of the many places that was under one of the mini tornado warnings that we had. So James, thanks for sending that in. If you're just now tuning in, we do have one storm that we're watching right now that has a has a tornado warning. So that's why we're kind of hyper focused on this one. But we do have a new severe thunderstorm warning that we should draw some attention to because it has a tornado possible tag on it. This is over here to the east of Huntsville, Alabama. You've been dodging a lot of bullets today. This storm is, causing some problems to your east. It's moving up towards High Top and eventually up there towards Sewanee. In Sherwood in Tennessee. We're going to keep an eye on this one for you through the Franklin County EMA camera as it comes up towards Winchester and Sewanee. This is an area that was hit earlier, and we got a damage report near Tracy City of a few trees down. Looks like some similar stuff could happen here as 60-mile-per-hour winds and 1-inch hail comes in over the next little bit. Going back to our tornado warning here, we've got to make sure we're properly communicating the risks associated with this circulation that's coming up towards Strengthford. Really need you guys to take shelter if you haven't already. Oh, was it Swanee? All right. Here's a new update from the Storm Prediction Center. We're not done yet. The environment remains quite capable of producing strong tornadoes, conditional on storm mode for south central Alabama all the way down to the Gulf Coast, Mobile, Selma, Alexander City, all the way up towards Birmingham and back down towards Biloxi and Wiggins. This is an area that we are concerned about potentially continuing to be supportive for strong tornadoes tonight. Now, obviously, when we started the stream, we had a lot going on, and then right now we've got a little bit of a lull, but that doesn't mean that it's over. It doesn't mean that we're not going to have another burst of activity as we go into the overnight period. So I want everybody to know, especially if they're in that red outlined area, that we could have strong tornadoes still as the storms come through it. It's mostly depending
tornado warning has
on
been issued.
our storm mode. Like, are we going to have supercells, or is everything going to kind of congeal together? That's what we've got to pay attention to as we go forward. We got another tornado warning in Tennessee, and a good spot out from the National Weather Service there. Decent area of rotation near Deerwood. All right, and that's going to be moving up in the direction of Catoosa. This is Cumberland County in Tennessee. Take shelter if you haven't already up there in Cumberland County. If they expand that polygon, that might include Wartburg and Lansing. So we want you guys to get ready to potentially take shelter if you need to. It's a radar indicated tornado warning. We don't have any sort of confirmation that there is a tornado here, but we are, we're suspicious. And we want to let you know that so that you have the ability to take shelter. Tornado possible. Severe thunderstorm warning now in effect for Bledsoe, Ray, and Sequatchie counties in Tennessee. This includes Pikeville, Tennessee. Get ready for 60-mile-per-hour winds.
A new tornado
and there is a
warning
tornado
has been issued.
possible tag on that as well. And here's the rest of that tornado warning. So they went ahead and issued this one all the way up past Wartburg, Sunbright, and up towards Huntsville, Tennessee. So, yeah, this is going to go, the circulation is going to go up towards Wartburg. It's going to cross over the Obed, Wild, and Scenic River. It's going to cross over Highway 27, go towards Brimstone ATV, and then eventually make it to Winona and Huntsville in Tennessee. This is now, this tornado warning now includes Morgan and Scott counties in Tennessee. Take shelter now. Back to Mississippi. In Jones County and Wayne County, we've got a tornado with a much more convincing signature here for potential tornado genesis. So we're really concerned about our friends in Strangford, and we're hoping that this falls apart as it approaches Waynesboro, because this could be a stronger tornado if it does come together. Right now, not able to see anything specifically through Brad's stream, but we are keeping an eye on this as things come together.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
I wonder if Y'allbot can you guys remember, did it work? Did it find cameras for me? Take me to Corey Gherkin camera.
Looks like I struck out finding that Corey Gherkin camera. Maybe try another camera or...
Chandra, we need to find a way for you to do the opposite. Like I can send you like notifications. You need to be able to send me so I can see where exactly Corey is. I found him though. He's over here near Allenville. I wanted to throw him up, but I guess we just lost the feed there. No, there we go. So Corey Gherkin is live right now, and he's giving us a view of what's going on in Hale County, Alabama, which is just out in front of an area that we are watching for potential new severe thunderstorm or tornado warning. So I just wanted to give you a look at that. We're also watching Brandon Kopic, who's still in Tuscaloosa County, watching some of the storms that are going on up there. Nothing severe really in any of Alabama right now, where it's pretty quiet relatively in Alabama. All of our tornado warnings are currently in Tennessee and Mississippi. And by the way, Bledsoe and Ray counties in Mississippi, you guys are under a tornado warning for the next hour or so. This now includes Pikeville, Tennessee. This is a tornado warning now, as we do have some rotation down here near Palo and Lusk. So make sure you guys are taking shelter in Bledsoe, Ray, and Sequatchie counties in Tennessee. This is a pretty significant storm, and it is capable of producing a tornado, specifically right in here as it goes up towards Lee Station, New Harmony, Pikeville, and Melvine. Yeah, sirens are probably going off in Pikeville, Tennessee right now. Some places in the path here include the Mountain Heights event venue, the Pikeville, Erlanger, Bledsoe Hospital. If you know where those places are, those are in the path of a potential tornado. Take shelter now and then stay there for at least the next hour as we watch this storm come together here. We've also got a continued tornado warning for Morgan and Scott counties in Tennessee. Rotation's a little bit less concerning looking there, but we're still concerned about our friends in Wartburg and Sunbright. Make sure you guys are staying in your safe spots for the next 32 minutes. And then also for the next 32 minutes, we need you to be in your safe spots in Waynesboro. And out of all of our tornado warnings, this is the one that's got us most concerned, I guess, about an imminent tornado. But even so, like, it's not, it's nothing like what we've seen in some of these other warnings that we've seen earlier today. So that's good news. But let's just go ahead and assume that it's going to get bigger like all the other ones have. And we need, let's respect it and get into our safe spots across Wayne County and Mississippi. Still seeing lots of new, just lots of new imagery around all the damage that's happened today and yesterday. This is this has been a crazy outbreak of severe weather, and I don't think that any of us really understand the total impact of it yet. One thing that's great about this so far, and I probably shouldn't say this, I should knock on wood afterwards. This event has been crazy. We've had lots of tornadoes. This will be up there in one of our biggest tornado outbreaks as far as tornadoes go. But we haven't had a rolling fork. We haven't had a Mayfield. We haven't had a storm like that really stands out amongst the rest, right? And I think that makes people not understand the impact of it, because it's mostly affected smaller communities. It's been in between these highway roads, in between the smaller communities and stuff like that. But man, we've had some widespread damage out there, and there are hundreds, if not thousands, of people right now that are homeless as a result of these storms. So I hope that the world doesn't forget about them, and just because there's no big headline making storm that's happened yet so far. And I also hope that doesn't happen because that wouldn't be worth it. Yeah, we just got a new severe thunderstorm warning with a tornado possible tag for London, McMinn, and Meigs County in Tennessee again.
You okay?
And we've got a actually pretty interesting area of rotation right here near Spring Creek. Surprised they didn't go with a tornado warning on that one. But we'll see what happens here over the next little bit. Mount Verde, get ready. There's a strong storm coming in. It's going to ride Interstate 75 all the way up plumb near Leonard City and Cedar Grove in Tennessee. A thank you to everybody that's being so supportive in the chat. Really appreciate you, Elizabeth, for becoming a member. And H. Martin, thanks for the support. Justin says, hey, Ryan, I love watching your channel. I trust you more than the locals. What about Lafayette, Georgia? We will talk about Georgia here in just a moment. I know there's lots of people anticipating this coming, towards them in Georgia. It does look like it'll be a while before most of Georgia has to worry about any of this. And it also looks like things are going to, be less significant once they get over there. I know that you guys hear that a lot in these situations. But yeah, we'll talk about the progression of the rest of this storm. That's actually the next thing that I was going to. But right now, we're going to focus on this storm coming into Waynesboro and see if Brad sees anything, as he is really close. Go ahead,
A new tornado
Elijah.
warning has been issued. A new tornado warning
So
has
I
been
had
issued.
a very quick update. The Poplar Bluff, Missouri tornado that we covered yesterday has actually been rated EF3 by the National Weather Service. EF3 with 138 mile per hour winds for their estimation.
All right. Thank you, Elijah, for the update. If I'm not mistaken, that's 2 EF3s now confirmed. Already. So, yeah, and there's a lot of different damage paths that they're going to have to, comb over, especially after last night. There were so many over such a large area. But we just got a new tornado warning. Let's see here. This one's going to be for Marion, New Bern, in Greensboro. This is Hale, Marengo, and Perry counties in Alabama. Decent area of rotation coming together here between Dayton and Demopolis. This is getting ready to go over Highway 80, right here where Connor Croft is. Let's pull Connor up.
I wouldn't be shocked.
And
I'm kind of scared of what I'm looking at.
Monitor.
Oh my god. The lag is so bad.
That was the first
are
EF4
two guys
of the
on this
season.
storm right now, as it goes up.
If it's an EF4, that would be amazing. I want to see an EF4.
So take shelter in Hale, Marengo, and Perry counties in Alabama. Checking in on our Tennessee warnings. Morgan and Scott County, you're still under a tornado warning, but the rotation that inspired or prompted the warning is gone. So hopefully they will also get rid of the warning. If not, though, as a precaution, let's stay in our safe spots, at least for the next 26 minutes until that warning is allowed to expire. Additionally, we've got another tornado warning over here in Tennessee from Bledsoe and Ray counties. This one's going to go on for the next 40 minutes. It's, the rotation with this one's a little bit more evident. I guess you could say it's happening here near Lee Station. It's nothing terribly concerning, but it is probably going to cause a very strong storm and probably some damaging winds in the Pikeville area. And then, of course, we have to understand that there could even be a tornado that happens here. So take shelter in Pikeville and Melvine in Bledsoe and Ray counties in Tennessee. This is a dangerous storm. Let's treat it as such. Back down to the tornado warning for Hale, Marengo, and Perry counties in Alabama. Connor Croft has given us a great view of this. As it barrels down on the Uniontown area. Lightning is increasing, and the tornado, if there is a tornado with this, it's going to be coming towards the Hunters Camp area. Additionally, if you know where Perry School is, the Marion Baptist Academy, or the Fonsdale Junior High School, those are all in the path of this storm, which is getting stronger and is producing a ton of lightning over here in Hale, Marengo, and Perry counties in Alabama. Julie Ellis, thanks for becoming a member. Up 2, thanks for becoming a member. And Ellie Kane, thanks for becoming a member of the channel. And Whoosh, thanks for the support. I really, really appreciate it. Seeing some very significant damage from Seminary, Mississippi. I'm retweeting some stuff about that. One thing that we have to consider is, we're in what feels like a little bit of a lull period right now. Like we started off with a bang. We had some PDS tornado warnings earlier. We had tornado emergencies. We had some big tornadoes earlier. It's been a while since we had one of those. I think, we've had a strong low-level jet this entire time, but as the sun sets, that is going to increase. And there's probably going to be another uptick here soon over the next couple of hours in activity. So I want everybody to understand that this is not over.
I am pushing a Daytona
we've still got
right
several
now.
hours left before we can start, breathing and saying like, okay, it's
Killing
over.
this Daytona no matter what.
If you're out in front of these
No,
storms,
you get over here.
it's still very much a very dangerous day, and the atmosphere is very volatile. There still could be. I talked earlier about how there hasn't been a Mayfield today. There hasn't been a Rolling Fork. That could still happen tonight. Okay, I want to make sure everybody understands that we're not done here yet. Let's take shelter in New Bern and Marion. Rhonda Ann, thank you so much for the 10 gifted. Shout out to Taylor Grace, Khalees Price, Christopher Harrell. I really appreciate y'all. Song Production says, my 89-year-old grandma, Shirley, wants you to know that you are doing a great job. She enjoys watching you. Shirley, thank you. I appreciate it. That means a lot coming from you. Billy Bob, thanks for becoming a member. If you are just now tuning in, let's go through all these tornado warnings one by one, shall we? We'll start with the northernmost one, and we'll go down one by one. Tornado warning is currently in effect for the next 21 minutes for Scott and Morgan counties. The Sunbright, Montgomery, and Winona areas in Tennessee are included in that. Hopefully everybody's in their safe spots. Additionally, Pikeville, Tennessee is currently under a tornado warning for radar-indicated rotation for the next 36 minutes. Let's hope everybody's in their safe spots here. There's no confirmed tornadoes. There's no big, scary-looking areas on the velocity or correlation coefficient or anything. There's just some rotation, and we're watching it, and we're being precautious by taking shelter, and we're hoping for the best. Down farther to the south, we've got a really big storm east of Demopolis moving up towards Marion that has a tornado warning on it that is rotating a little bit more. It's got a huge area of inflow coming into it. This is the kind of storm that could produce a big tornado if it got balanced enough, if it was able to strike a balance here. But so far, it hasn't been able to. It is a powerful storm, though, and it's the one that Connor Croft is on. Let's swap 3 and 1, Chandra, so we can see that above us. As that's definitely the most impressive storm that we've got on the air right now. This is moving up towards New Bern, Marion, and Greensboro. You gotta take shelter because out of all the storms we have right now, this is the one that looks the most concerning to me, whether it's from the potential tornado that's trying to form here or just the general size of the storm. We've got cloud to ground lightning, large hail, damaging winds moving into the greater New Bern and Marion area over the next hour. And then we've got the tornado sniffer himself, Brad Arnold, right underneath this storm, north of Waynesboro, inspecting this velocity couplet here for us. As this is another area of concern. It definitely looks like there's something going on here near West King with this storm. But so far, nothing confirmed. No tornadoes on the ground as far as we know. And that's what's happened with that one. That's for Wayne County, Mississippi. It's going to last for the next 19 minutes. Stay in your safe spots until that's been allowed to expire. Brandon Kopix in Moundville, Alabama, giving us a view of inside of that big supercell storm. This is a pretty severe storm. I'm surprised there's not a severe warning on it. And now we've got an update from Elijah. And Chandra, go ahead and switch 4 and 3. And then go ahead, Elijah.
Hey Ryan, so I just sent you 2 photos. One of the members of our Discord server, his name is Joshua Evans. He is chasing today. He gave us permission to share these. There is a multiple vortex tornado on the ground west of Waynesboro right now. I did talk to Andy, and it seems like it probably is real. So
Okay.
there is a tornado on the ground.
All right. So thank you, Elijah. This is what we're looking at here from somebody in our Discord server. Yeah, this is a pretty dangerous situation. And it lines up with, what we were just looking at there through the radar. We've got a very concerning area of rotation down here. Near West King and Boyce. We do have Brad Arnold out there, and he's very close to this, so he should see something soon. If it's out there, he will holler at us and let us know. But we've got to assume that there's a tornado here coming up towards West King. So take shelter in Hilwany, West King, Boyce, all the way up towards Matherville in Wayne County, Mississippi. And then, I mean, we've got to look at this nasty storm that Connor Croft's in right now. This is insane. This is the big, beefy chonker of a supercell that's coming through east of Demopolis right now. Connor's got himself right smack dab in the middle of it, and it's hard to see anything.
Hey Ryan, it's Brad. I was going to let you know that we I accidentally said it to Caleb. We did not observe any tornadoes on the ground. We didn't have any funnels. There were a couple lowerings that we were looking at. I think radar maybe. I'm not sure if we should trust velocity too much with that one. It didn't look overly impressive, but we'll see. We're going to keep heading east and try to see what if we can find out if this is going to do anything.
All right, so that's an update from Brad, who is on the Waynesboro, Mississippi storm. Still, I would say just take shelter. We're getting reports in. We've got a tornado warning, so let's respect the polygon there. And we really need to be watching this storm up here that's coming up into New Bern. This is an incredibly powerful storm that is coming up into New Bern here, Marion, and all you folks up there towards Heiberger in Bethlehem in Alabama. You're about to get into an extremely dangerous storm, and there is a very good possibility that this is going to try to produce a tornado at some point. This is what it looks like from inside of that storm. From Brandon Kopic's point of view, he's way up there near Moundville, Alabama. Yeah, really crazy stuff working over there in the central Alabama. Let's check in on our our new tornado warning in Tennessee that we hadn't got a chance to look at yet. This is for Sweetwater, Loudoun, McMinn, and Monroe County, and Rowan County. This is a live look from Sweetwater right now, which is in the path of the storm. It looks like we can see the lowering there from Virtual Railfan. There's definitely some rotation here just to the west of Sweetwater, which is, I believe, what we're looking at here. So let's take shelter if we're in Erie, Cookmill, Uchi, Adolphus, Paint Rock, Farm Lake Estates, or Cedar Grove, as this is a very dangerous storm coming in. This is a severe storm capable of producing large hail and damaging winds. And you see that little bit hanging down there in the middle of your screen could be trying to produce a tornado as well. It's not successful yet, I would say, but it is trying. I can't hear you. And you can see the storm, from Connor's point of view there, over there in Alabama, is just absolutely insane. I would say that this is one of the more powerful storms that we've seen today. And just in terms of the overall storm. A huge amount of lightning, probably some large hail in there, strong winds, and then we've also got the possibility of it trying to produce a tornado as it comes into New Bern here. Hopefully everybody's taking shelter. as that is a wild look for sure. A huge shout out to Tamara Sandy. Purina Farms was hit last night. According to recent posts, all employees and animals accounted for, no RVs on site. Visitor center, pet center, dog arena were significantly damaged. You know what's crazy is I remember Purina Farms was one of the places that we were calling out quite significantly as a reference point in one of the warnings. So, hopefully, I don't know if that was pretty late when that happened. So hopefully nobody was there, or not a lot of people was there. But if they were, hopefully they got the warning. But yeah, thank you, Tamara, for that very generous contribution. Sophia says, I'm an EF5 tornado survivor in Guin, Alabama, in 1974. Thank you with all my heart for you helping keeping people prepared. Sophia, thank you so much for that. And you've been through a lot down there. This is the heart of Dixie Alley here, and I know that one specifically was one of the craziest days that you guys have had. But I appreciate you for being here, and I thank you for the support. Checking in on our Tennessee tornado warning. That looks quite ominous over there on the right side of your screen, but I don't think that's a big tornado. I think what we're looking at there is the part of the storm that could produce a tornado if it wanted to. And that's the part of the storm that could be rotating maybe. And that's over here between Erie and Cook Mill. And that's the part of the storm that is prompting us to take shelter just in case it does decide that it's going to produce a tornado here along Interstate 75 up towards Leonard City. So take shelter in Adolphus, Sugar Limb, Leonard City, Highland Park, and Eaton, as this is a very dangerous storm coming towards you right now. We've got another small area of rotation coming together here near Decatur, Tennessee. They might issue a new warning for that even. The big rotation that was coming through Pikeville is now past Pikeville, Tennessee, and now that's moving off to the north. We'll see if they reissue a warning. If they do, it'll include Crossville again, but maybe not. Maybe not. We'll see what happens. We're watching it, and we will let you know the moment we know. Rotation in Waynesboro has let up significantly. So if this did produce a tornado, hopefully it was brief. And now as the rotation approaches Matherville, it is letting up a lot. So hopefully that downtrend and the look of that storm continues, and we won't have to worry about it much longer. We've got an area of interest highlighted by Andy, a y'all watch for Cartersville, White, Waleska, Canton, for a severe thunderstorm. This is a storm that's forming pretty rapidly over here in the warm sector west and north of Atlanta. So get ready, and y'all watch out for some, maybe some severe impacts as this grows in strength as it goes up towards Waleska. We do have several little storms popping up out here in Atlanta that we'll keep a close eye on over the next little bit. They are very much just blips right now, and we'll see what happens. Annoyed Siren, thanks for joining. Anna says, Ryan, drink some water. Hey, thanks for the reminder. I needed that. Thank you, seriously. I appreciate it. You're just now tuning in. We're watching a tornado warning here in Hale and Perry County, Alabama. Nothing's confirmed right now. We got 4 tornado, radar indicated tornado warnings that we're keeping an eye on, but nothing crazy. Vintage, thank you for that. Corinna, thanks for being here for 33 months. Just now getting to go through some more information that's coming in. Sharing as much of this stuff as I can over there on Twitter. Hey, Renee Milligan, thank you. Jimmy Howell says SNS Roofing appreciates everything you do, Ryan. Prayers for all affected by the storms. So we have crews on standby for anybody needing assistance. Jimmy, thank you for that. And you'll probably be pretty busy, honestly. Jason, thanks for joining. I'm just now getting a chance to look at chat for the first time in forever, so I'm trying to respond to everybody. We do have ongoing tornado warnings. We're going to have to get back into our radar analysis here soon, but I really do appreciate everybody for being here. And it is currently 7:53 local, 6:53 central. We are on hour 8 of our live coverage here. This is our 19th hour of severe weather coverage in the past 2 days. Yeah, we've been going for a while here, and we're going to keep on keeping on. Go ahead, Elijah.
Hey, Ryan. So I just got a bunch of information in. Media outlets were posting stuff, it seems like, in the last 10 minutes. Unfortunately, I have a sad report. This whole storm system has now killed, we have a death toll of 30. 10 people were killed in Missouri, or 12, sorry, were killed in Missouri from tornadoes. 8 people were killed in Kansas from the dust storm. 4 people were killed in Texas from the dust storms. 4 people were killed in Mississippi today from the tornadoes. 3 people were killed in Arkansas from either straight line winds or tornadoes. I'm not sure yet. And 1 person was killed in Oklahoma from the wildfires. So this whole storm system has killed 30 people. It is a really deadly storm system now.
Okay, thank you, Elijah, for the update. Just kind of showing us once again how significant of a storm system it is that we've been dealing with here. Yeah, it's unfortunate, and we hope that number doesn't increase. But as we learn more about what's happened in some of these communities over the next little bit, we will continue to share with you the news of what's happening as a result of this storm system as it's come through. Yeah, right now, though, at this very moment, the things that I have to report to you are there are still 4 tornado warnings. Actually, there's 4 tornado warnings. We just got a continuation on this one over here in New Bern. This goes up towards Ironville and Heiberger. And we got a new severe thunderstorm warning up here for Florence. Again, you guys have been getting hit a lot by storms today. This one right here is going to potentially bring about some 60-mile-per-hour winds over the next 34 minutes. Get ready in Florence, Cherokee, Smithsonia, Grape Valley Springs, and Cloverdale. That's Colbert, Franklin, and Lauderdale counties in Alabama. We also got a new severe thunderstorm warning for Franklin and Moore counties in Tennessee. Get ready in Winchester and Tullahoma. Some strong winds are coming in. And then same thing for you guys down here in Loosedale and Leakesville. Maybe some 1-inch hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds are coming in over the next hour. We've got a severe thunderstorm warning with a tornado possible tag on it coming up there towards La Follette in Tennessee. This is for Anderson, Campbell, Morgan, and Scott counties in Tennessee. Get indoors and away from windows, and preferably avoid Interstate 75, as that's going to be a treacherous drive there, I believe, as that significant severe storm comes through. Now, all of our storm chasers that we're monitoring here are on this storm in Alabama, and that's in Hale and Perry counties. La Follette? How did I say it? Did I say it wrong? La Follette. Oh, yeah, La Follette, right? All right. I'll remember that, I think. If you're just now tuning in, tornado warning continues for Hale and Perry counties in Alabama. Our tornado warning that we were tracking back there in Mississippi is going to be allowed to expire in 2 minutes. And then we also have a couple of tornado warnings in Tennessee we should probably get updated on. This one up here in McMinn County, Tennessee, is still producing some rotation here past Philadelphia, moving up towards Pine Grove, but it's about to exit the polygon. They might allow that to expire here soon. And then we still have some rotation over here between Pikeville and Melvine in Tennessee. Stay in your safe spots for the next 10 minutes or so in Pikeville, and then they will probably allow this warning to expire for you. Nothing confirmed, just radar indicated rotation right now. Stay sheltered, and we'll be fine. I'll keep you updated on that. And then this is the warning here in Mississippi that's going to be allowed to expire here soon, within a couple of seconds, actually. And then we're just going to have 3 tornado warnings for a moment. I do want to check in on Andy's Y'all watch again as that storm's looking a little bit more robust. Andy's been watching this area over here near Cartersville, Georgia, moving up towards White. This will eventually also impact Fairmount. This might be a storm that's capable of producing severe weather, strong winds, damaging winds, and maybe some large hails that comes up towards Fairmount and Ranger. And then, of course, we've got to watch it as it gets closer to the, we've got to watch it maybe to spin as well. Currently, nowhere near worried about that. Oops. Any updates on the Knoxville area? These storms are moving towards you. But specifically in Knoxville, there's nothing to report on right now. There likely will be a severe thunderstorm warning or a tornado warning at some point tonight in Knoxville. It's probably about an hour or two away. But we will keep you updated, and we'll let you know. We will be here at least until the storms get past Knoxville. Yeah, stay with us, and we'll let you know. Right now, there's no reason to talk about Knoxville. You're under a tornado watch till 1 a.m. But outside of that, things are all right for the time being. Strong winds are starting to move through my neck of the woods here. We're still probably a couple hours away from it getting to the weather house as well. Preston, thank you for becoming a member. JW Vlogs, let me ask y'all about. Take me to Troy, Alabama.
All right, we're checking out Troy, Alabama. What's on your mind?
Why was it so slow? Hey, JW Vlogs, Troy, Alabama is outside of the tornado watch, and you're very far away from the storms right now. However, there will be storms tonight and into the morning hours tomorrow, and they could be severe. We are going to, watch out for your area. I don't think that you're completely out of the woods. But yeah, you're under a moderate risk of severe weather tonight. So definitely make sure you have a way of getting warnings, as it'll likely be around, you're going to want to be asleep when the storms get to Troy. The good news is I don't believe they'll be quite as intense of storms as what we're dealing with right now to your west. So you've probably slept through similar storms. But I wouldn't do it tonight without making sure I had a way of getting warnings. NOAA weather radio, phone alerts, somebody's going to call you, something like that.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
All right, new tornado warning in Tennessee. This one's going to be observed. This is an observed tornado warning for Anderson, Knox, Loudoun, and and Rowan counties in Tennessee. I keep doing that where I read plus one more county as Moore County. Anyways, this is an area of rotation that we've been watching here go past Cedar Grove, but apparently weather spotters confirmed a tornado. So we might have we've got reason to believe there's a tornado down here somewhere around Rogers Ridge, Buttermilk Shores, Lakeland Estates, moving up past Woodlawn. And this is also going to go up there towards Oak Ridge. So we need everybody in the Oak Ridge area to take shelter now. Some of the places that are in the path here include Mount Moriah Camp, the Raccoon Valley RV Park, and the Windrock Campground. Additionally, we've got the Oak Ridge Playhouse Theater in the path. We also have the Anderson County Senior Center in the path, and the Hindu Community Center. And we can't forget about the East Tennessee Pediatric Dentistry facility. All of these places are in the path of this tornado. And yeah, if you live anywhere nearby or if you work there, if you're there, it's important that you take shelter. New severe thunderstorm warning just came out for Clark County, Alabama, Mobile County, Alabama, Washington County, Alabama, and George County, Mississippi. 1-inch hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds coming up into the Citronelle area, McClintosh, Chatham. Get ready. Strong storm is coming in. We got ourselves a new SPC Outlook mesoscale discussion thing here. They're thinking about issuing a new tornado watch for Atlanta. Within the next hour, we'll probably have a tornado watch for Atlanta all the way down to Panama City. That will include Troy, Andalusia, Pensacola, and it'll also include Gadsden and Columbus over to, it might include Macon and Americus and Albany, but they're pretty close to the edge there. So a new tornado watch is coming out soon. So there's that. Let's go back to the observed tornado warning in Tennessee. And let's hope once again that everybody is taking shelter here, as this is a strong-looking storm. The rotation is not. If it wasn't for the fact that weather spotters confirmed a tornado, I wouldn't be confident enough to say that there was a tornado here just based off of this velocity signature. But because we have that, we are going to go ahead and we're going to assume that we might have a tornado down here. And Chandra, we've got traffic cameras right on the velocity couplet. I'm going to send you some here. I haven't looked at any of them, but that first one that I sent, this is literally right where the rotation is happening right now, y'all. And we've got people on the road here, and it looks like maybe an emergency vehicle going by of some sort. So once again, we've got a significant storm, maybe producing a tornado, coming up by Buttermilk Shores right now. We've also got a camera here in Oak Ridge, which is one of the places that needs to go in number 1. The Oak Ridge camera should go in the number 1 spot here. All right, so if you're just now tuning in, we've got a confirmed or observed tornado warning for for Anderson and Knox and Loudoun counties and Rowan counties in Tennessee, and we're encouraging everyone to take shelter. Once again, the Mount Moriah Camp, Raccoon Valley RV Park, and the Windrock Campgrounds, all 3 of these places are in the path of this very dangerous storm. This is just to the west of Knoxville, so this is a pretty populated area. Do we have anybody here watching right now that lives in Oak Ridge or Clinton? If so, you are under a tornado warning, and we should take this one seriously, as it is a confirmed warning. We've got some weather spotters out there that are saying that they saw a tornado, and it could be on the ground still as it comes up past Woodlawn and Buttermilk Shores. All right, we got a lot of people watching in Oak Ridge right now, so hopefully you guys are in your safe spots. Once again, you want to get into the most interior room of your home with as many walls between you and the outside world as possible. You want to be on the bottom floor or in a basement, preferably, and you want to cover your head and wear closed-toed shoes just in case. And you want to bring me with you and bring a phone charger and a charged phone and tablet with you so you can contact people in the case of a power outage or something like that. So, yeah, once again, this doesn't look to me like it's a huge tornado or anything, but it could definitely be a tornado doing damage here between Buttermilk Shores and Lakeland Estates, and that could be moving right up into Oak Hills Estates and then right into Oak Ridge right after that. So that's why we're taking this seriously, and we're encouraging everybody to take shelter. And then after, if it makes it all the way to Oak Ridge, it might make it to Clinton. So that's why you're also in that polygon there.
That means you're gay. Leave the game in your
Nah, I'm gonna do my.
Happy Cricket.
Stay,
Thank you for
stay
the
here,
support.
I'm gonna protect you. I'm gonna protect you. They try to kill us.
I can't.
if there was a tornado down with this one right now, I'll tell you roundabout where it would be. The rotating mesocyclone, the rotating part of the storm right now, is pretty close to Whitetail Creek. And it's going to be going up and over the Oak Ridge National Laboratory. What is this place? If you know where the Oak Ridge National Laboratory is, the Biodiversity and Sustainable Building, this is some sort of college. What is this? Okay. Anyways, there's something here. If you know where that is, it is that's literally right in the path of the tornado, and then it's going to go up towards the ORNL guest house, and it is also in the wide. It's going up towards the. Okay, I see what this is now. It's going up into the general direction of Oak Hill. I don't want to freak anybody out, okay? We have no confirmation as to whether or not there's a tornado down here, but the rotating part of the storm is right over the Oak Ridge National Laboratory. All right, and it is going up towards the Y12 National Security Complex as well, and then it potentially could go up into Oak Ridge.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
Took me a minute to figure out what I was looking at there.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
Tornado warning in Alabama. This is going to be for Brent. This is Bibb County, Alabama. And this is where we've got the a new tornado warning here. This is going to go on for about an hour. Take shelter in Bibb, Trio, Antioch, Thomas Mill, and Ashby. No, we don't have a radioactive tornado. Oh my gosh. I'm just trying to give you some reference as to where the rotating part of the storm is. So yeah, this is a pretty strong storm down here as well, near Brent. And we do have a traffic camera if we want to watch it, monitor it. It's probably going to get pretty crazy there in Brent here soon. And it looks like we did lose the tower camera that we had in Oak Ridge. That's no longer available. We might have had a power outage in Oak Ridge. Can we confirm that? Has anybody lost power in Oak Ridge? Right now, the rotating part of our storm that's coming into Oak Ridge is still, it's now in between the two areas that I was talking about earlier, closer now to the ORNL substation. It's coming over that, and then it'll be moving towards the Mounds Disc Golf Course. No power loss yet. All right, keep refreshing that camera, Chandra, just to see if we get it. Power still on here. Okay. All right, so we've got a strong storm coming into Oak Ridge. Don't want to freak anybody out. Just trying to give you a reference as to where that rotating part of the storm is. It's not producing a tornado so far, or we think it was producing a tornado at one point. We're not necessarily convinced that it still is, but if it is, I'm trying to give you an idea of as to where it is, and we're waiting to see if we get another report, another indication from another weather spotter as to whether or not there's a tornado going on here. But the rotation does look a little bit less impressive as it comes into Oak Ridge, and I'm hoping for the best. I think that we'll be all right, but everybody in Oak Ridge needs to be in their safe spot as it's just now getting ready to come in to the south side of town. The disc golf course, it'll come in on the side down there where Gamble Valley is, go over towards the Walmart there. And then over towards Home Depot. So get ready. There's a much larger area than that that's going to feel the impacts of this storm. We're likely going to have some strong
A new tornado warning has been issued.
Winds and some hail in downtown Oak Ridge, even back there towards Norwood. So
a new
y'all
tornado
get ready for
warning
that.
has been issued.
New tornado warning over here in Van Buren and White counties in Tennessee. Get ready in Spencer. In areas just to the east of Sparta for a strong storm capable of producing a tornado. This is going to be for Van Buren and White counties once again. Some places in the path of this potentially tornadic storm include the backcountry camps 1 and 2, the cable crossing campsite, Cane Creek campsite, Fall Creek campsite, Piney Creek, Pleasure Lake, and Virgin Falls campsite, all in the path here. Major camping areas. Make sure everybody out there knows what's coming. And we also got the Piney Fire Department in the direct path of this storm. Take shelter now. All right, we're starting to see the storm come into the Oak Ridge area now. No indication of a tornado at the moment. But once again, it is still a confirmed tornado warning. And last we heard from those weather spotters when this was back there near Cedar Grove, we had a tornado on the ground. But at this point, it doesn't seem to be the case at this point. But we should stay in our safe spots just in case anyways. In Oak Ridge, we're definitely going to have some big hail with this, maybe over quarter sized as it goes through downtown Oak Ridge right now. Yeah, no radioactive or nuclear tornadoes today, y'all. This is going to be a pretty intense storm as it goes through Oak Ridge, though. And we've got a pretty intense storm going on right now in Alabama near Centerville, as seen here from one of our traffic cameras. And then Brandon Kopic's driving through a very intense storm right now in Greensboro, Alabama. And we do have a camera in La Follette, Tennessee, thanks to resortcams.com. If you're just now tuning in, we've got some tornado warnings. 2 of them are in Tennessee. 2 of them are in Alabama. We're kind of focused in on the Tennessee warning. All of our warnings are radar indicated rotation, except for this one. It is observed. The National Weather Service is telling us that weather spotters have seen a tornado. I personally don't think there's still a tornado on the ground, but if it was capable of producing a tornado, 20 minutes ago, then it's still capable of producing a tornado. So we've got to take this seriously and make sure everybody stays in their safe spot as the storm comes through Oak Ridge now. And here we go. The strong winds are coming right into downtown Oak Ridge as we speak. Very frequent lightning. And I would be surprised if we didn't see some hail. This looks like a very haily kind of storm, if that makes sense. Latest scans on velocity just continue to look less concerning on the tornado front, but still, I think we're going to see some really impressive straight line winds coming through the Oak Ridge area here soon. This is also going to be going up towards Clinton next. All right, so Clinton, you are still under a tornado warning at least for the next 23 minutes. So y'all stay in your safe spot. Same thing for you guys in Marlow, Emory Hills, and Claxton. Let's go check in on the tornado warning in Van Buren and White counties in Tennessee, where we do have a tornado warning for places like Spencer, Mooneyham, Sweet Gum, Bethesda, Lost Creek, Narrowsett, Ravenscroft, and Spring Hill. An increasing area of rotation is coming together here around Spencer, so this is one that we also need to take very seriously, and we need to take shelter over here near the Falls Creek State Park, points north and east. Now let's go back to our Alabama tornado warning, where Brett Adair is in Brent right now. We also have a traffic camera around Brent, I think, that we're monitoring. And then, yeah, this is just going to be a big, beefy supercell here that is going to cause a lot of problems. And it could potentially produce a tornado, but the rotation isn't insane right now. Okay, yeah, this is Centerville. And that's this camera right here. So this is what it looks like inside of that severe thunderstorm right now. So yeah, we've really got 3 tornado warnings because the one in Alabama is kind of split into 2. Still tornado reported, still confirmed tornado warning here in Oak Ridge, but I haven't heard anything from our friends in Oak Ridge about a tornado. So I'd say they're going to pull that tag soon. Brief hail in Oak Ridge. Yeah, the storm down there near Centerville, Alabama, is definitely a little bit stronger. You can tell just by looking at these cameras. This is an intense storm going through Centerville right now. Did anybody catch what the highest weather intensity score that we got up to today? I know it was up in the 700s yesterday. Did anybody notice when we had the tornado emergency what we got up to today? Because I think yesterday, if we decide to normalize it, if we decide to make it on a scale from 1 to 100, we might do 150% of whatever yesterday was as the maximum, and then we'll start doing it on a scale of 1 to 100 to make it make more sense. Chris Rhodes, thank you for the very generous super chat. Mary says, thanks for y'all work. Thanks for all y'all's work and the time that you put into letting us know what's going on out there. You guys and gals are the best. Mary, thank you. Are you going to be live when this hits Southwest Georgia? If not, will we still be able to get warnings somehow? So when this hits southwest Georgia, probably not. Just to be honest with you, it's a while before it gets to you. But yeah, you'll still be able to get warnings. Let me pull up the HRRR. Let's look at the future radar together, shall we?
Oh. I don't think I am subscribed. I'll go check if I even am.
So here it is.
Oh.
Chandler, put Centerville in 1.
Here
is the future radar. Here's what the radar could look like in about an hour from now. We're still going to be tracking storms all up and down Alabama, and southeast Tennessee, and northwest Georgia. Probably the strongest storms that we'll be tracking will be right down here in the Florida Panhandle in extreme southern Alabama. These will be capable of producing big tornadoes if they are able to, maintain themselves. And then the tornado threat kind of goes down, I believe, around midnight to 1 a.m. It might resurge a little bit here with some of these cells that try to pop up out in front of the main line in the early morning hours between 3 and 5 a.m. But for the most part, I think the severe weather threat will be less until noon tomorrow, where we will have another increase in our severe weather, maybe some damaging winds in South Carolina, North Carolina, down into southeast Georgia, into the Florida Panhandle, and into the Florida Peninsula. And then this will be done. We'll be done with this completely, I believe, by early in the morning on Monday. So the storms will really start getting into southwest Georgia around 4 a.m. and we will be off the air at 4 a.m. We started at 11 a.m. So yeah, we're not going to be here at 4 a.m. But you know what? You know who will be? Y'allbot. All right, Y'allbot will be streaming live 24/7, and we'll send you guys to them whenever we end our stream. And it'll give you the tornado warnings as soon as they come out. Zoom in, show you traffic cameras, all the same stuff that I do.
I already did.
So that's what we're going to do. And there's that's one way that you can get warnings. You can also turn them on your phone, as long as the National Weather Service
how to do this glitch.
Is pushing them out there.
We'll
be able to keep you informed in a bunch of different ways.
Cake, I think. So I grab. Yeah, cake.
And when one National Weather Service goes down or has to or can't work for whatever reason, another one always fills the gap. So you guys should be good.
Afterwards.
And as far people are asking if I'm going to go live tomorrow, we do have a severe weather risk tomorrow, but it looks much less impactful and significant, I guess, as yesterday's or today's. But we'll see, if they upgrade this, if it looks like there's going to be a big tornado threat or something that we can help with. We might go live tomorrow for our slight risk over here on the East Coast, but right now I'm leaning towards no. I think our time's going to be best spent tomorrow on Sunday, maybe doing some preliminary work for the Y'all Squad, figuring out what we're going to do to help all these people that. And as far people are asking if I'm going to go live tomorrow, we do have a severe weather risk tomorrow, but it looks much less impactful and significant, I guess, as yesterday's or today's. But we'll see, if they upgrade this, if it looks like there's going to be a big tornado threat or something that we can help with. We might go live tomorrow for our slight risk over here on the East Coast, but right now I'm leaning towards no. I think our time's going to be best spent tomorrow on Sunday, maybe doing some preliminary work for the Y'all Squad, figuring out what we're going to do to help all these people that. And as far people are asking if I'm going to go live tomorrow, we do have a severe weather risk tomorrow, but it looks much less impactful and significant, I guess, as yesterday's or today's. But we'll see, you know, if they upgrade
Subscribe,
this, if it looks like there's
subscribe.
going to be a big tornado threat or something that we can help with. We might go live tomorrow for
Do
our
it in a
slight risk over
second.
here on the East Coast,
Need
but right now I'm leaning towards
one
no.
thing.
I think our time's going to be
Jeff,
best
man.
spent tomorrow on Sunday, maybe doing
Get
some
on
preliminary
here.
work for the Y'all Squad, figuring out what we're going to do to help out,
good.
help all these people that. And as far people are asking if
Drag
I'm
me
going
in.
live tomorrow, we do have a severe weather risk tomorrow, but it looks much less impactful and significant, I guess, as yesterday's or today's.
Mm-hmm. Okay. 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 All right, let me see something here. Gotcha. Let's see here. Oh, hold on, let me. All right. Gotcha.